to Heart Labs. First of all, we would like to be sorry that we haven't uploading the videos, but from now onwards, you all will see the videos very often on our channel. Okay, so first discuss what is the topic today we are going to cover is functions in Python. What is functions in Python? Okay, so generally when you write code, right, when we write code like let's say print hello world. Okay, so this is a simple line. When I say a equals to 10, b equals to 20, a plus b. So this is a simple program which we are writing line by line, right? So what is the use of functions now? What is generally a function is? So if you have some task, some specific task, let's say for example, if I say for example addition, if you want to do addition, okay, then you can do addition like this by a single line, or you can create a specific function which will do addition. Okay, so what does it mean? That a function is used to do some specific task. You write some list of steps inside a function, and that function can be callable multiple times. Okay, that means it's a reusable component. It's a component or container. Okay, function is a container where you can store anything, and that particular thing could be used for particular scenario. Let's see example of addition. So if I say addition, if I want to do addition, we will first understand how to define function. Okay, how to define function. So with def keyword you can define function. Let's say addition, a simple function we are constructing. Okay, so I say def, and this is inside the function. When you got, it's an indentation. Okay, see, when I click enter, it added some space. What it is? It's an indentation. Don't miss this indentation. Don't press backspace. If somehow you are pressing the backspace, so just press a single tap space. You will again move to the indentation. So let's say def a equals to 10, b equals to 20, and I will say print a plus b. Okay, and I'm saying, after this, once I have defined the function, now how to call? It's simply type the name of the function. Okay, see, this was a simple function. Okay, now what additionally you can do with respect to functions? We can say a function with parameters. Okay, so what a parameter is? Okay, parameter is a variable which is passed inside the function. Let's see how. The earlier example, this example, which was not having anything inside this function. Okay, you don't have anything inside this function parameter. So what we will do, we will create a parameter. So we'll say def, again add function. Okay, I will pass two variables, a comma b. Okay, and then print a plus b. This function is defined. Now I will call this function add, and I will say 2 comma 2. Can see earlier we wrote this much of lines, right? Now we have written only 2 lines with parameters. You all have seen functions with parameters. You can take multiple parameters also. Like here we have taken 2 parameters. It's already a multiple parameter values. But let's say we can say def add. I'm saying here, let's say add 1. Okay, I'm saying here a comma b comma c, and then I'm doing here print a plus b plus c. Okay, and I'm saying add 1 2 comma 2 comma 2. It's 6. So functions with multiple parameters, as many as parameters you can pass. Okay, now along with these parameters you can also pass arguments. Now many of you will get confused that what is arguments. We generally have confusion with respect to arguments and parameters. Parameters is a variable where arguments is a value passed to your function. Let's say this same add function, I'm saying if you want any custom message to print, let's say you don't want to be like this, if I don't enter anything, it will say add missing 2 parameters. You don't want to show the error, so instead you can pass a default value. The default, it will say 2 plus 2. Let's say both parameters I have passed. By default it will say 2 plus 2. If you don't say anything, it will give 4. Okay, now if I'm passing the values 4 comma 4, now these value will override these values, and it will say 4 plus 4, it's 8. So this is what arguments is. You can pass them to avoid errors. If you don't want to show errors, you can pass arguments that if a user forget to pass the values, by default it will show a default value. Okay, we'll see how we can use a return type along with the function. First of all, you all have to understand what is generally a return type and how you return some values when you often return a values. Okay, so let's create again the same function def add, and we'll say a comma b. I will say c equals to a plus b, and I will say return c. Okay, and I will say add 2 comma 2. Okay, so again it's a very simple function. Okay, so anytime you are doing any kind of manipulation, that time you will return some values. See here what we are returning, what you are intended to return, or added value. What you are adding 2 variables. So what will get returned, a added value, and that added value is getting stored in C, and you're returning C. Okay, now the last thing is always try to get the user input. Never type hard coded values. Okay, so same function we will say. Okay, function is already there. I will see we will say a equals to input int input enter val. Okay, then again second value I will say b enter val, and then we will call the function. I will say a comma b. Okay, I will say 4, 4. It's 8. Okay, so always try this. So this was it with respect to functions. Thanks. We will meet in next video. I hope you all liked our video, and for any feedback drop message in comment box. And don't forget to like, subscribe and share with others who wants to learn. And also press the bell icon for further updates.